What it do, what it do. Welcome to another one over here at Game Chopping TV. Tap in, like, comment, and subscribe because we chopping this game over here, man. I had to do this one. I've been hearing a little bit about it. As you see on the screen here, if you know him, if you don't know him, that's the boy Luke. That's Luke. I'm not going to say that's the boy. I feel I lost some respect. I lost respect, man. That's Luke, a rapper named Luke. He came out years ago with 2 Live Crew and all that type of stuff. A lot of throwback older music. That was his time in the rap game, shining. But he was never really a rapper. You never heard him rap any lyrics. I was a fan. Don't get me wrong. I come up under being a fan, but I'd always be waiting on Luke to spit a verse, and he didn't. It would always be other people, but he would be the person on the song. Just saying the same thing over and over. Repetitive chanting shit like pop that, pop that, pop that, oh, all that. That was him. Fine, you know what I'm saying? Today, but we're in a different day and time. Black celebrity, just celebrities in general. This is, and it's deep. It's so deep now because it's like, man, politics is a motherfucker. Politics is a motherfucker, fool. Because as a black American, like a real deal black American, not going against the grain as type of person that just have black skin in America talking crazy like he's doing now. You know what I'm saying? It's good that we own this now, but he was speaking on FBA, you know what I'm saying? Basically, definitely, speaking against Tariq Nasheed, you know what I'm saying? But speaking against the FBA, for the most part, and all that. Thing is, you see what I'm saying? The real black people in America, politics, see, that's why a lot of people don't discuss politics, because a person who you thought was cool, who you was cool with, or who you liked, it can make you feel a certain way. And see, and definitely being a black person, because you grew up thinking that, black was black, and that's what that was, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all together, we all really together. As you get older, and as I've been getting older and seeing that, everyone has been in on cosplaying black American, cloning black Americans, and then going up under the the umbrella of being black. See, but that's a dangerous and tricky thing. That's why I'm glad as FBA we have gotten to this point to lift the curtains, to take the wigs off and see what and who and what we're dealing with. And it's just so much that makes sense now, because me as a regular black American, politics wise, I see what's up. We see what's up. First, Obama, supposed to have been black, got in office, did Nathan for black Americans. Okay, we thought, well, the second round, now he gonna be able to take care of us and go out with a bang. Bullshit. Second round came, nothing. Things got more dangerous for black Americans, but he did nothing. Got out of office, 8 years. Did it. Horrible. People give him anyway. The people that doesn't realize, or that whatever he did didn't affect them, gave him his props. Okay. But we see that Joe, so Trump ended up getting up in there. Boom. Then now we have Joe Biden saying, "Oh, you not black if you don't vote for me." Soon as we voted I didn't vote for him because I was getting aware to what the Democratic Party, how they really move. You know what I'm saying? And listening to different people, and tapping into different people, and they said, "Well, what's so crazy about it? The Democratic Party has a problem, but and try to go against the real stuff, but we see exactly what they're doing now. We see it because people are telling us now, like, hey, all they're going to do is this. And as soon as they get in office, that's just what they do. And then they have their little shills out here mad at the people who exposed it. It's crazy the game plan that's really up against black Americans. And everybody's in on it. Everybody's in on it. Even Luke, he's in on it. Now, this is what we have. Okay. So, Biden said you're not black if you don't vote for me. He got in. I don't know who voted, but he got in. And Kamala got in as vice president with him. And guess what they did? Kamala didn't. She lived. You didn't hear nothing from her and nothing about her being black at all. The whole time she was in there with Biden. They turned their backs. They opened the borders ASAP, nigga. ASAP. Providing funding, and then Biden specifically went to black people talking about, you're going to have to get used to Hispanics and working beside them. When really, black Americans shouldn't have to work beside no immigrant who just got here. You know what I'm saying? White people aren't affected by this border stuff, so they'll act like they're outraged, but they're not, because it doesn't affect them. They just want who they want in office. But, because it's a white person doing it, Biden and Kamala, they sat here, opened the borders, and then turned around and made a specific policy for Asians and Pacific Islanders written in ink for protection for them, for those groups, worth of billions of dollars, you know, and then turn around and have black people looking like suspects of targeting Asians for hate crimes. I'm streaming online. People know, why black people hate? What the hell are you talking about? Don't hate no Asians. What? That's just what we got from Kamala. With her getting in office with Biden, people looking at us like we attacking Asians all of a sudden. And you're seeing these old weird ass videos online. And what I'm pretty promise you, there wasn't no real deal black Americans attacking no Asians. Yeah, and if it was somewhere, I mean, I don't know. Like I say, I don't know. I don't know nobody that moved like that. I don't. But that's just what we got from Kamala. So it's real deal black Americans who come from slavery ancestry. You see the shirt, FBA. This is what we representing, which is nothing wrong with that, because this is history. You know, it's nothing far fetched of what we're pushing for. You know, and everyone knows it because Kamala, them sitting up there bringing people who cross the border illegally, funding them health care, $150K loans for housing, for to find them housing. Anyway, bro, all that, and we sitting up here in America, the citizens who built it, that come from this shit that, you know, this country we built, we're sitting here from the ancestors who built it, saying we need reparations, which we need reparations, but you're sitting here reaching out to foreign countries, focusing on them, boo-hooing and pitying them. Makes no sense, and everyone in the world really know it makes no sense. Anyway, there's clips of people talking about how it doesn't make sense. Then there's clips of people talking about how, yeah, it doesn't make sense, but they're doing it. Since they're doing it, we're going to take what we can take from it. You see what I'm saying? They know, everybody see what's happening, really. Okay, so I say that to say this. So now, when it comes to we as real deal black Americans, we see what it is. So now we have the presidential candidacy coming up, and Kamala Scamala is trying to, run for president now. Biden know he had to drop out. It's just like doing something bad and then running, and that's what he had to do it. None of that stuff made no sense, and it's so crooked and dirty how they doing things. But so now she's getting in. We as black Americans, we saw what she did already. We know what she gonna continue to do. Turn her when she get in that office, because we're sitting here talking about reparations. When do you see Kamala ever saying something about reparations? And so, now they're playing on the thing of, because we're saying she's not black American, she's not going to help us. We saw what she did, because really She had in her blood is Asian, some kind of Asian and some kind of Indian and Jamaican. That's not Black American. All that old other, that's some foreign shit, some foreigner shit. She was just raised out here in America, learned how, certain shit in America. But when it comes to reparations, she's not from that. She's not from those roots of it though. She's been around in America, but she's not with the real deal Black Americans. I'm just saying that she's not pushing for what we pushing for. And we see that, just like Obama. He wasn't pushing for what we pushing for. And we seen that. So now and it's a crazy thing with Kamala, she got it's like people are paid to get in comment sections and try to push for her, and they don't really have any argument because all you let them know, look, we just saw what she did. They opened the border and funded all these foreigners and didn't say shit to Black people. And she already told Black Americans back then, before they got in office, that she wasn't going to do anything to specifically help Black Americans or Black people. Black Americans is who is pushing though. Because if you from somewhere else, you came here, well, nobody asked you to come here. You better make the best of what's what. We're a different program. We're a different situation. We built this. We built it, and we were tortured building it. And so, but yeah. So now you have people. So the crazy thing is, so you have other people with our skin color amongst us from different countries. Like Luke, for example, his people, I think he's something Caribbean. You see what I'm saying? And it's a pattern with those people. It's a pattern with Caribbeans, Haitians, and Africans. It's a pattern with them. The same thing. And what's the pattern, you ask? To be against Black Americans' best interest. All the Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, there was a reparations hearing a couple of years ago. It was a whole Dominican. He looked kind of black, but he was standing up there in the conversation talking about we don't need reparations, and he's not even Black American. He wouldn't. I mean, you see what I'm saying here? Just the evil that they do. And so, as FBA, Foundational Black Americans, we're starting to see, man, hey, just because these people have black skin, that don't mean. It's just almost like when they see us, they know they're scheming, they know they're scamming, they know they have something up their sleeve. They know they not 100. They ain't no real nigga. They hear off of opportunity and whatever they can take. You know what I'm saying? So they don't see you as what we see each other as, the ones that really come from this shit and didn't come from no other countries. And so when it comes to the politics, as a Black American, we know what we standing on. But now what you're starting to see Black celebrities or people who we thought were Black American, like Luke. I didn't know that he wasn't Black American. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, there's a lot of Black celebrities now that you have to question, or now that aren't Black American, and that means something. It really means, it shouldn't, but it does to them. It shouldn't, but it does to them. Because they're not coming over here as Black immigrants and just going on about their business and saying, okay, well, that's what they doing over there. Okay, I'm just glad I'm here and going. They come in your shit and get to speaking against your stuff that you trying to get happening. When do Black Americans go to other foreign countries, get up in their mix and their politics, and get to speaking against what those people of the homeland need or pushing for? Who does that? They do it though. They come here, get to saying they're Black, and then get up in Black Americans mix in our history of where we really come from, which they don't. They just got here to America. But they get to speaking on our stuff, telling us what we don't need, and acting like they're us, telling people who could be making decisions what we don't need. You see what I'm saying? And so now as you see this, like Luke coming in trying to shame us, trying to shame Black Americans for not wanting to support Kamala, it's like, dude, you're trying to, what do you like? It's like, dang. So you really, we come up under you, but damn, We have been scammed. We have been bamboozled. We come up under you, listening to you. We would have rode for you and rode for you. But when it comes to but when we go off and fight for what we trying to fight for, you coming in our mix, telling us otherwise, disrupting what we got going on to push your agenda, which is an agenda of putting someone in office who's just going to help immigrants over the black Americans. Because we've seen it done before. We've seen it done too many times already. And so now we're starting to see who's who. So Luke, he's. So now we have to look at you crazy and look at you sideways, because even though you came up as a rapper that we all listen to, in your heart and the reality of which you stand for, you're against black Americans' best interest. And you have been fooling us this whole time, thinking you were black. Well, black like us. We thought as a black person you would stand on the same things that we stand on. Or, we would think, that's what a person not knowing any better, that's what you're going to think. So when you hear this, so a person who doesn't know any better, they see a black person coming up along talking about, oh man, we don't need no reparations. Oh man, we don't need, oh yeah man, oh man, we need to, man, blah 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 blah. And then a person who don't know any better, all they're going to look at is the skin color, and they're going to, well, this black person said blah 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 blah. And the person who's saying it, knowing they're speaking against the best interest of the person that they're sitting here spitting this bull crap to. That's scammy. That's a con. That's not good. That's not good. And so it's very dangerous listening to people who are speaking against your best interests but look like you, acting like they're you. But really, there's somebody else from a whole foreign country who policies that they're pushing for don't benefit you. You see what I'm saying? But you accepted them under this black umbrella and rode hard for whatever they had popping. You thought that, hey, you gave them their props. You held them up high. We always held Luke up high. And now we see that he's against our best interest. He said the other day, he was talking to Yvette Carnell. I think he said, oh well, if you see a bunch of black kids playing together, are you gonna pick them out and say which one is who and all that, or are they just gonna be all black kids? And that's true. Yeah, you're gonna see them all as black kids until told, like she said, until told otherwise. But either way that goes, that doesn't matter if that looks like a pile of black kids right there. Individually, his politics, even though he's only over there playing with us because we thought, or we think, we don't know any better, we think he's one of us. And having the same skin color as us, we think he's, he stands for what we stand for. And if that kid happens to be Jamaican, Haitian, or whatever that is, as for the time being of hanging around those black kids, it may be okay. He'll have that experience with those black kids, but his parents don't. What he comes from isn't our experience, and so unless he's just a hardcore, solid ass person that say, nah, I grew up around these black Americans, man, nah. My people came from Haiti or whatever like that. I know they need but I know those black Americans need reparations. Then that's another story. If he's molded that way into the real deal, but we don't. That's not what it tends to be most of the time. They're immigrant most of the time. Being coming from an immigrant background, your policies won't. you won't see much of a problem probably of opening the border to invite more immigrants in, more of your type of people in from Jamaica, Haiti, Mexico, and Venezuela, and India, and Japan, and all that type of stuff. You won't have a problem with that. But see, that's dangerous. That's dangerous because you're amongst people who politics are different. Even though you're you're gonna be looked at as black, but it doesn't matter if individually, also on the individual level, your politics don't align with theirs. Even though you're a kid, when you grow up, even though you grew up around those black people, you'll be saying the same thing. Oh yeah, I grew up in black in America. You'll be saying that same stuff. Yeah, but how do you feel about these politics right here though? In which it don't be much, but black Americans talking about reparations, and for some reason those other black immigrants be feeling a certain type of way. I don't know, it's because they don't feel like they're not included because you came over here off your free will for a better life. You have nothing to do with our history in America. Stay out of it. And that's what a lot of y'all need to do. But now we got people like Plies coming in too, saying that stuff, talking about, you need to go for Kamala and all that old stupid stuff. Using that ignorant talking, the way he be sounding and stuff, and he don't even really talk like that. You need to be on Kamala and all that old bull. And see that now, we got to look at you too, Plies. And it's like, we got to start looking now. It's time to start looking at all these people. Because we have been fooled. A lot of these people that we grew up looking at and listening to wasn't even us. Nicki Minaj, she's an immigrant. I can't respect Trinidad. I can't respect that. I mean, I just can't unless your politics is like mine. Which they not. Can't respect it. Y'all look at it as, oh, we wasn't them slaves. Oh, we wasn't them slaves. Fine, but don't speak against our shit. Don't speak against our shit, knowing that y'all wouldn't be here if we didn't fight for a black lane in America. That's why everybody ain't black, because that shit only counts in America. We are the ones that really wear that black card and can't run from it. You know what I'm saying? There is no, when motherfuckers say you black, you gotta eat that being a black person. It ain't no, oh, I'm Haitian. Oh no, I'm Jamaican, oh, I'm Barbados, no, I'm Mexican, no, I'm Puerto Rican, no, it ain't none of that, we can't run from it. You know what, motherfucker call you black, whatever, yeah, you right, because that's black American, that's a real deal black American. All that, you motherfuckers that got that shit that you could hide, because you ain't black. Oh, yeah, Jamaican. Yeah, Haitian. Yeah, we see that. You hide. You able to hide? Yeah, try to get them to lighten up on you. Oh, I'm not one of them real black Negroes. That's what you basically saying. Oh, lighten up on me. I know I got their skin, but I'm not one of those real black Negroes. That's what y'all be on. And at this point, I'm glad we on this type of time too. We ain't got no time for that, man. If you Haitian, stay that. If you Jamaican, stay that. If you Barbados and Somali and all, stay that. Don't be talking about no we. Don't speak on our shit. None of it. Just because now we see you now. All these motherfucking celebrities that we thought. Not all of them, but a lot of them that we thought and grew up under, thought they were black like us. Bullshit. No, they fucking came in, learned us, studied us, and now they clone us. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, so that's just where I'm at with. I could go on and on about it, man. You know what I'm saying? Luke, you tripping. All these dudes, now we're seeing who's who. KRS-One, no respect. I don't care what you done rap, man. He getting on, they just Latino played a big part in hip hop, all that old bull, dude. Get on somewhere. He's an immigrant. He's from fucking something Caribbean, something to Who else? Motherfucking Busta Rhymes. Yeah, man. I never. We hyped them thinking they were us, and they stood on what we stood on and stood for what we stand for, and we see what it is now. So Luke, nah, buddy, we see, bruh. Nah, you can, hey, I'm not checking for your music. None of that old shit either. It gets new, but I wouldn't play it. It gets new play, buddy. You's a whole imposter. You've been impersonating us. You got our support over here, and look what you did. Look what you do. When it's time for us to push for something that we really need, here you come in the mix. Kamala, you the FBA and all that old fuck shit, dude. You just like the rest of them. You no good. You're no good, and you're dangerous. For those that don't know any better, you're dangerous. You're what they call a tether. KRS-One, what they call a tether. All of them, what they call tethers. They have no logic to stand on. They just get pissed off, and that's it. No logic. And just like white people, really, for for the bullshit that they know they've done. Everybody's in. I'm gonna just say this real quick. Everybody's in on the game plan. On you taking our culture, impersonating us, standing in our way of any kind of benefits or fucking tangibles, anything that we need that been in our best interests. Basically, our best interests. And what you have with that, you got immigrants. Immigrants. Let me say which ones. Hell, okay. So yeah, white people, they are in on it. Of course, they've stole all kind of shit from us, and they allowed to bring immigrants over, and they don't mind listen to an immigrant even do what we do. Just like that dude. It's this new rapper, some Mexican OT. Yeah, you see that they'll try, because then they can take over if they allow these immigrants to act like, oh, they're really such a big rapper and all that shit. They'll support those other rappers. That's how Eminem is so big, because they won't support black rappers, but they'll support a white rapper, and then they'll just say, hey, yeah, I listen to rap. That's a safe way for them to do that. So it's a cheating thing, and everyone is in on it. Everyone knows how we're shoved to the side and covered up, and these other people are brought in to impersonate us. Who the people who they feel comfortable with seeing do what our creations. Basically, that's what happens. White people bring in other people that they don't mind seeing do our creations. Just like the Olympics would happen. How they had that crazy white person dance from Australia. That's what I'm trying to say. They don't mind seeing other people do our creations. They just don't want to see us do our creations. Why? How people like Luke get in? Look at the rappers today with all this weird music. I don't feel a lot of this shit. But look into a lot of these rappers' backgrounds nowadays. That's getting, they're trying to shove in front of us. A lot of them aren't Black American. They're from some Caribbean shit, some Dominican, Puerto Rico, whatever. They're like some far out ass shit. That's not no niggas, not no real people, not no real Black Americans. But they're using our shit, impersonating us, wearing the clothes, looking like us, just the whole nine, man. And like I say, man, and everyone's in on it. So like I say, everyone is in on it. Everyone is in on it because everyone knows they could do what we do without the same repercussions. And they're fine with that. They know it's almost like seeing someone being done wrong, and you know what's happening, but you say, okay, so now what do you want me to do? But you know what's happening right here. That's how it is. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, everyone is in on it. White people are in on it. Jamaican, Caribbean, I'll just sum that up. Caribbeans, Chinese, Arabs, all these people, Arabs, all these people, Africans, everyone is in on it against us. Even the people that's got our skin color, like him. Everyone is in on the game plan. against foundational black Americans. Who's gatekeeping this stuff now? And checking backgrounds. Because we know it makes a difference, which we never thought it did. That's how all these black skinned people got amongst us, because we thought it was all the same. But we see it's not now. And so, like I say, everyone's in on the game plan. I had to speak on this. Luke, you're not fooling nobody. Plies, you're not fooling nobody. Kamala, you're not fooling nobody. All you people who's against this right here, reparations, you're not fooling anybody, because once you're against it, then you're exposed, and we know you're not for us. So, that's what that is, man. Close the borders as far as I'm concerned with all that, and reparations now. But salute, tap in respectfully to those that mind ain't come over here, mind their own, and don't at least get in our stuff. No problem with you. But we're seeing too much of people looking like us, getting too comfortable, impersonating us, getting our stuff, and speaking against our best interests, like this guy. But anyway, this is another one over here at Game Chopping TV, man. Y'all tap in, like, comment, subscribe, because we be chopping this fucking game over here, man.